I hope you are ready for today's episode. I hope you're buckled up, fastened tight, and ready for a trip to Scunthorpe. I'm trying to make this sound more exciting than it is. It's Scunthorpe. That in itself isn't exciting. The fact it's the FA Cup third qualifying round, though, is exciting, and the fact we are taking on the team who were predicted to finish top of the Vanarama National North means that today we really are going to have a test. Plan of attack for today, hopefully get through in the FA Cup, and following on from that, where we will probably lose, we actually have a rather big game against Bromsgrove Sporting. They are currently third in our division. A win against them would be a really good statement of intent. Things have been going well so far in Season 2 at rugby. Let's see if we can keep that going today, but not before we, run the intro. Yes, folks, how is it going? Welcome back to Rugby Town and welcome back to Park to Prem. Hopefully you guys are ready for things today. Looking forward to this game because we've had a reasonably easy run of things, I feel like, for a lot of this season. You know, in the league, things are going well, but ultimately today, Scunthorpe is going to be a proper test. And beyond that, playing against a team away from home who are currently third in the league should actually be a proper test of our abilities. Now, since last episode, one game played. It was against Shepshed Dynamo. They did ruin the clean sheet. Again, of course, they ruined the clean sheet. Kelly there, by the way. Lovely little goal by him. He had a really good game in this one. But yeah, we were not completely in control of this game. It was 0-0 at the break, but a flurry of goals was nice. But as is the way here at Rugby Town, we can be 3-0 up in the 90th minute. We will still find a way to concede. Lots of the build-up play coming via our wing-backs. For this goal here, Gillen, just with a really, really nice finish in the 87th minute. I thought, genuinely, the clean sheet's coming. It wasn't coming at all. Zangala, running down the right-hand side, he would put the ball into the middle. And, well, I want to blame someone. Do we blame Cartwright there in the middle? Maybe. So with that result there, in spite of the fact that we have played a game less than teams around us, we are back at the summit of the Northern Premier League Division 1 Midlands. Try saying that 3 times quickly. Yes, Lytown sit behind us by 1 point. 1 point behind them is Bromsgrove Sporting, who we take on later today. Right now, things are looking pretty good in the league. Now, naturally, I am emotionally preparing myself for the fact that things are probably going to wrap up in the FA Cup. I think for this year, the aim is to go on an FA Cup run and then really focus on the league. We have got the Northern Premier League Challenge Cup. I'm not that bothered about winning it, to be honest. Now, I have seen in the comment section a couple of people mentioning the fact that maybe this year, when it comes to domestic league games, things are going to be straightforward. I am somewhat conscious of that. So if we were to get knocked out the FA Cup today, I think the plan of attack would be to get through this season in reasonable time. We take on Lytown, who of course are in second in November. Beyond that, maybe we come back for the youth intake, maybe in January if there are transfer bits going on. But especially with the league season going how it is at the moment, and I hope I'm not saying this all prematurely, really we should be making it out the division in top spot this year. Saying all of that, today's first game at Scunthorpe, probably not going to be the easiest of games. They are a very, very good team. Alex Revel is their manager. Cal Roberts is their key player. If you want an idea of how good their key player is versus ours, here he is. He's on £1,200 a week, and if we do just compare him with... Who would I compare him with? Taylor Mooney. You know what? Let's compare him with Taylor Mooney, who still hasn't signed for us. You can see here the head-to-head comparison. Whilst in terms of pace, he might be able to match Cal Roberts does edge him out in literally everything else. And in fact, Taylor Mooney is still listed as our key player here at the club. Just a reminder, he's in on loan until his contract ends in Ireland. I'm hoping that if Bohemians don't sign him on, we can maybe pick him up, but just as a little reminder, I can't sign him right now, and even if I could sign him, I can't sign him on a part-time deal. Anyway, to kick things off today, we are going to do an away day to Glanford Park. I know in real life Scunthorpe have had a lot of ownership issues. They were at one point not playing at Glanford Park, I believe, or at least that was the plan. I understand that they are back at that stadium now. It holds 9,000 fans. I went there over a decade ago in real life. Let's see what it looks like over on Google, shall we? So for today's away day, we are heading east, and we are heading to kind of my neck of the woods. I am from Lincolnshire originally. Scunthorpe, it's north of Skegness, it's north of Mablethorpe, it is north of Cleethorpes, I think. Where is Scunthorpe? Here it is. I knew where I was going. And on the edge of town off to the left, nice and easily labelled, it's Scunthorpe United Football Club. So here we are at Glanford Park. First things first, car parking. They've got lots of disabled parking, which we love to see. In fact, of course, this is the biggest stadium we've been to for an away day so far. 9,000 people come to this ground. I'm going to praise them for the fact the car park appears to have painted lines. The actual quality of the concrete and the asphalt may be slightly up for debate. I mean, I assume this bit over on this side where it's all nice, this is where all the players park, presumably for training and stuff, and where all the staff managers are able to roll up. I mean, in terms of away days we've done so far, it is the one that most closely resembles an actual stadium. I mean, you got a Costa Coffee and Subway next door. Not quite a KFC Subway, I'm afraid to say. Although, you know what? Ignore that. There's a Burger King and Taco Bell at the entrance. I realise I've praised this stadium really highly. I can't see any roads immediately around the stadium, so I am now nervous clicking on this. Scunthorpe United. What can you show me? Oh, no. This... I'll tell you what, the away days have been weak so far. I was really hoping that Jack Brownswood Way would be a place where we could actually view the stadium from. Maybe we could look at it through the trees. It's over there somewhere, I can assure you of that. And also, they have got the Scunthorpe colours on the stand. I mean, it's not a looker of a stadium, is it? I was really excited for today's away day, and Scunthorpe, they've just let me down, genuinely. I mean, can we look at it from the motorway? No, this is just a waste of time, isn't it? For the away day purists out there, Scunthorpe, enemy of the away day. I think it's official. Glanford Park, didn't even get to really look at it. Hard to give it a score. 2 out of 10. Don't worry though, because our next game against Bromsgrove Sporting is also away from home, and surely the Victoria ground isn't going to be as disappointing as whatever we just experienced was. Now, so far this year, and I can only assume this is just down to the fact we don't train as much, I'd not had that many injuries. I feel like in Football Manager, when I was managing the Premier League, I was getting loads of injuries. With only 4 training sessions a week, players just don't seem to get hurt. Probably jinxing that now. Speaking of hurt players, Jackson Davis, remember him? Yeah, he's been injured for most of the season to start things off. He actually has passed a fitness test today to play 45 minutes. If Taylor Mooney isn't possible to extend the signing of, Jackson Davis here is the man who will have to step up. So would like to give him some minutes on off the bench. Whether or not they'd come in this game remains to be seen. And if you were wondering, Jack, are you going to be sensible and more defensive today? Who do you think I am? Of course I'm not. Look, we've been in some good form as of late. To step up in this game would be massive. Of course, if Scunthorpe really want to be an enemy of the away day, they'll draw and force us to a second leg in our own stadium for the second game of today's episode. I want to hope that won't happen because we'll win in 90 minutes. Based on the fact they've just hit the woodwork inside the first 2 minutes, maybe I should recalibrate my expectations. Oh God, they've got a man who can do long throws. Ogle. He's even got a scary name. Roberts goes down in a heap. Referee, he dived. We've got more defending to do here. Ogle. Roberts in the box. He's dived again. Does Roberts know how to stand up? He knows how to put the ball in the back of the net, and I guess that's more important than standing up. We dealt with the initial set piece. You know, he fell over once. I thought, well, that's going to be fine. And then he just smashed into the bottom corner. We're a goal down after 3 minutes. They've got a corner again here, Butterfield, over it. You know when we won 9-1 last episode? Are we about to feel the reverse side of that kind of result? Because it's 2-0 after 5 minutes. You know, when you're going into a game against upper league opposition and you know things are going to be tough, you need to keep things at least slightly defensively sound to start. Steady yourself. There has been no steadying here. It's like we've started the pre-drinks and we've drank too much too quickly. We might not make it out for the night on the town. We might just be stuck over our own toilet in our flat. That's the kind of night we're having at the moment. Although maybe we're going to get a second wind. Maybe, you know, the alcohol is going to clear through our system and we will be able to hit the dance floor. Gillen shoots. He was offside. It wouldn't have counted anyway. Scunthorpe dink the ball forward. Law is bringing it into our penalty area. This is scary, isn't it? Pulled back. Davidson, Taylor Sinclair, Butterfield makes it 3-0 after 15 minutes. Last episode, when we beat a team in the league above us 9-1, I'll be honest, after the episode, I got very giddy. I got very excited, thinking the next couple of seasons are going to be easy. This is probably a minor reality check for us. They're on the attack again. It's the 24th minute. Stop. Stop. Have some mercy. They've hit the woodwork. I mean, it's not away from danger yet either, is it? Is it away from danger? Maycock. It's away from danger now. Breathe. Now, I will say, in spite of the fact that we are 3-0 down after half an hour, they have only had 3 shots on target to an XG of 0.67. It's not like they've completely destroyed us in this game. Their finishing's just been good. And you know what? We score goals. We could score 3. But we do actually have to hit the target for that to happen. Dutton with a corner for us. He is going to whip it in. Cartwright is going to head it goalwards. And that there is free. It's not free one. It's been disallowed. For a second, I thought we were going to turn the ship around. We were about to find our noses back ahead. It's not happened. They've taken the lead, and now are they going to just score again? It's 4. It's 4. Why did I say anything about Cal Roberts diving? Half-time here against Scunthorpe. I regret being so passive-aggressive to the place of Scunthorpe. Clearly the team heard me. I mean, it's 4-0. It doesn't really feel like a 4-0 kind of game, but that's what the scoreline says. I can't really argue with it. What was that? Get your acts together. I mean, we really are being humbled. This game does have the energy of a game where you've been playing at youth football level, doing really, really well against teams of your own age group, and then you play against a team 2 years above you, and they just stuff you, and you feel bullied. And you know what? I feel like I should probably make some changes. If we could get 1 goal back, maybe I'd make changes to actually try and get a result. Mooney cuts inside. Gillen misses it again. Okay, I have made a triple sub. I've just brought on some fresh legs. Gillen has been hauled off the pitch. He was that bad. Unfortunately, those subs are yet to go through, and Scunthorpe are still on the attack here. Wilson dinks it. Law takes it down. He's one-on-one. Difficult angle. Doesn't matter. He's scored it. It's 6. It's 6. I've just stopped commentating now. Dutton, get the ball into the middle. Mooney takes it down, scores. I mean, at least we've scored a goal. Look at the silver linings. We are only losing the second half 2-1. I'm going to look at that for a crumb of comfort. Could we get another goal? Could we double our tally for this game? 6-2 sounds slightly better, doesn't it? Is that going to count? But no, the linesman's flag's up. Okay, well, it's probably 6-1. There's 2 minutes left. If you were dreaming of us going on a big FA Cup run this year, sorry to disappoint. It really hasn't happened here, has it? I still don't know how it's finished 6-1. Look at the match stats. Like, genuinely, did Ovendale just forget to pack his goalie gloves? That's what I'm wondering right now. You weren't good enough. We have to do better. I mean, if there is a silver lining, at least now we can focus on the league. I do wonder if we'll get a little bit of money from the attendances for this game, although looking at the stadium in the background, wasn't exactly a sellout. Oh, we get £2,000. Well, not even £2,000 for losing in that third qualifying round. In terms of the overall bank balance, I do think that has jumped up by like maybe 30k. Based off that game. Scunthorpe, obviously one of the bigger teams in the Vanarama National League. That is at least something I can celebrate as a result of that game. Okay, that first game, let's be frank, it was a write-off. I can claim I'm happy for the payday. We got absolutely destroyed. We're going to hope that we can repay the favour to Bromsgrove. We take them on. They're in third. That game is 4 days away. I'm going to rest up the players. We've got another away day to do. I'll see you in a mo. Let's look at the positives today. At least we get 2 away days. Yes, the game against Scunthorpe was awful, but now we get to head to Bromsgrove, which is definitely south of Birmingham, and I definitely knew where it was. Ignore the fact that above my head, kind of on the sidebar, Bromsgrove might have been Googled. I might have had to check where it was. Never been to Bromsgrove before. Sorry, I've just moused over Finstall here by accident. What is going on with this picture? What is this picture? I mean, I know it's Christmas time and that is too much, isn't it? That is too much. Already we've learned the people of Bromsgrove love Christmas. How do they love their football club? Here is Bromsgrove FC, which is next door to a Lidl and an Aldi. Of course, you might remember last year in Park to the Prem, we did an away day and Lidl had taken over things. Here in Bromsgrove, there is the Lidl Aldi turf war. There is Aldi. Over here is Lidl. And then over there, I think that is the Victoria Stadium. In fact, I can confirm that we are right in the right place. I will at this point just say, if you didn't watch last year's Park to Prem with Guernsey, you missed me looking for a stadium that had been knocked down to build a Lidl for about 5 minutes. You should totally go watch that series whilst you're waiting for the daily uploads of this one. Now, Bromsgrove itself, the stadium seems quite nice. It is a little bit tucked away, which is a concern. There is lots of car parking, but it is just the supermarket's car parking. Do we count this as part of their stadium? I mean, if we do, it's one of the greatest stadiums of this tier's car parking of all time, but it does feel a little bit generous. But on the flip side, there is nowhere else to park. So I feel like if you do go to the football, you're just going to pop into Aldi, buy a meal deal, and then, park there for 3 hours anyway. We've been on a barren run of away day good views as of late. Is that going to change here? People of Bromsgrove, we salute you. There are dots on the pitch. I've never been so excited to see dots on a pitch. First, we're going to look at the dots in the stands. Here is one of the rooms. I don't know what this is. What is this place? There is nothing in here. There is the football pitch through there. It's got an angelic aura about it. There's so many dots. There's so many dots. I'm so bloody excited. Look at this. They've got like a proper bar. What have they got on tap? Carlsberg and Carlin. All drinks must be served in plastic glasses for this match. Shouldn't that be plastic cups? Because it can't be a plastic glass if it's made of plastic. Then it's a plastics. That's not going to catch on as a thing, is it? Oh, here we go. Look at this. Okay, firstly, love this. Whoever did the painting of this, they have done a fantastic job at the Bromsgrove sporting stuff. Probably a shame you can't see it when the stand's packed. You know, when big teams like ourselves come to town, it will be blocked, but appreciate the effort. Here is the main stand over there. They've got a wide array of seat colours, and then over here, we've got just a green stand. Because why not have a stand that's green? Just to check, they do play in red and blue and white, but to be fair, they do also have a green away kit. So maybe it's just the away stand. And here we are on the hallowed turf of this stadium. Is it just the picture, or is this whole pitch on a hill? Can you guys see that? This pitch is definitely on a hill, isn't it? I think. Either that or the cameraman's drunk, but the more I'm looking at it, the more I'm realising this whole stadium is on a hill. In Football Manager, there aren't pitches on hills. There really should be for realism. You know what? I'm just looking at this, and it's a proper pretty non-league ground. It's got the clubhouse, it's got the little beer bit that we saw before, the random empty room. I assume through there somewhere is the changing rooms, but this just, it feels cosy, it feels nice. I like it. It's one of my favourite away days for the actual stadium so far of the series. It does kind of pain me to say this because they are one of our big league rivals, but Bromsgrove Sporting, you are getting a 7 out of 10. You've got beautiful car parks, albeit they are the supermarket car parks. Cute little stadium, gone above and beyond other teams at this level with their presence on Google Earth. And for that, like, we just have to salute them. I mean, look at it. We can go everywhere. We can go on a full adventure, and this might be one of the swankiest clubhouses I've ever seen at this level. It looks very, very cool. Okay, Bromsgrove, now that I've been all nice about you, if you could just roll on your back and let us win this game, that would be nice. So in a little bit of team news for this game, I'm going to make one minor change. Cameron Healy, not been playing it incredibly as of late. One player who's had a little bit of interest in him, and I want to convince him to stay at the club, should another club approach us, is Harvey Green. The man in his school uniform turns up to every match dressed as this. One day we will give him an official kit to wear instead. He is going to play as our more defensive midfielder option. It's not exactly a role he's perfectly made to, but for this level, he is beyond solid for it. Defensively, he's not a bad player one little bit. Hopefully between him, Maycock and Kelly, we can win that midfield battle. And well, maybe today we're going to see slightly better finishing and a bit more creativity than we did against Scunthorpe. It's not something that I feel like we need to panic about. I feel like the last game was just kind of a real evident game of the golfing quality between ourselves and teams a couple of leagues above us. Okay, we are, 25 minutes into this game? Nothing has happened until, well, maybe now. Kelly, I really expect fireworks from him. That was disappointing. Half an hour into this game, but we've not had a shot on target. Okay, as I say, we do immediately have a shot on target, but even so, by our own standards, we have been nullified in this game. Maybe that can change from a set piece, though. We've been lethal from these in the past, although on this occasion, they are going to deal with it. And now Reed is all on his lonesome, trying to maybe spark some kind of counter-attack. Bromsgrove with the ball, Lacey, little give and go with Reed, who's going to go down the line. Azam mops up the pieces. Did not look like their striker fancied running during this midweek game. It is a Wednesday night. I'm going to put that down to why the away end is just completely empty behind our goal. It's a long way for our team and fans and everyone to come from rugby down the road to here. It's a long old trek. Let's make it worth it for those that have made the trek. Kelly dinks it through to Mooney. He may only be here till, well, Christmas. And maybe that's a blessing because he's just skied it there. 1 minute of added time at the end of this first half. This has been absolutely atrocious. It's been completely one-way traffic. We have been dominant in this game. They are yet to have a shot, but we have not been able to find a breakthrough just yet. Going to tell the players I've got faith in them. Poor old Jake Cartwright appears to be lacking self-belief. Jake, I'm sorry, pull yourself together. I often get told I'm a very supportive leader. I feel like that attitude there was a fine example of that. saying all of it. Maybe my lack of care for Jake is going to cost us, because they are on the attack all of a sudden. It's Reed in the middle, in a dangerous area, shoots, hits the crossbar. Can we get it away from danger? Not entirely yet. We can now. You know what? Callum Gillan played awful in that last game. Jackson Davis, you've been out injured. Before your injury last year, you were amazing for us. Hoping he's going to come straight back into the team and show us what he's made of. Elsewhere, Kelly's not had a good game. I'm going to bring in Healy and play him in a slightly more advanced position in this game. We're going to try him out as a Mazzala, see what he can do. I feel like he's got the well-roundedness to pull this off. Double change for now. Let's see if that can change anything for us. We need a win here. A draw, whilst not disastrous, would be a tad disappointing. Mooney turning on the afterburners, getting in behind. There's players queuing up. The subs haven't yet gone through. It might. Okay, you know what? Kelly, get off the pitch. Get him off the pitch now. He's already been subbed off. Had he not already been subbed off, I would have subbed him off for that. It was atrocious. We do have a corner. Sorry. Cartwright's just tried an overhead kick. We're watching it again. I don't think I can love Jake Cartwright anymore. Apparently at the moment he's lacking self-belief. It didn't stop him going for the bicycle kick. If anything, it's a footballing crime their goalkeeper actually tried to save it. Dutton with the ball for us. Throws it to Mooney. He's going to give it to Green. Healy now with it. Only 10 minutes into this second half. It feels more action-packed than the first half already. I don't know what's just happened. I think the goal's offside here. What has their goalkeeper just done? You know, you don't get this when you're managing the Premier League in Football Manager. What did their goalkeeper do here? Unfortunately for us, it was offside, Jackson Davis. But Pearson in goal. He's taken it to the tum-tum there, and he's dropped it. I was about to shout words of encouragement. I'll shout them anyway. We've got a corner. Back post, Cartwright. Oh, my word. Azam, with what I think might be his 12th assist of the season, has just set up Jake Cartwright. This man is the non-league cheat code. I'm going to say it every time he scores. He's out the back stick. He already tried to score a bicycle kick. He took that personally when it was saved. He's now scored with his head. It's not been a super inspiring performance so far. The goals have slowed down recently, haven't they? We might need more goals. We will need more goals if we want to win this game, because Gonzalez Birchall has scored from nowhere. We had everyone set up nicely at the back. I thought we were quite well organised for this set piece as it played out. Lacey laid it inside, and then first time finish through a load of traffic. I don't think Ovendale could see it. And suddenly it's 1-1 again. You know what? I'm putting the wing-backs on attack. Things have been more calm since I got rid of the wing-backs on attack. They're coming back now. We're maybe risking it by going more attacking, but based on what we've seen statistically in this game, I feel like we should be the team going forward and trying to press home what has been an advantage throughout. That advantage, though, does not show on the scoreline. And now it's 2-1. Or is it? It's not. It's offside. We've been let off. 5 minutes left. I need a miracle. Azam, get forward. Dutton, get forward. Maycock, mate, you go and just do attacky stuff. You know, you're an attacking midfielder now. I believe in you. I've decided to bring in McLernan for Jackson Davis. He came on in the 52nd minute. He's coming off in the 85th minute. He's still coming back from injury. McLernan has never started a game for us, has never scored a goal for us. Now would be a good time to do it. 4 minutes of added time. I'm throwing men forward. I'm trying to make something happen. We have a chance perhaps. Azam, already one assist to his name, whips it in. No one is there. It goes from coast to coast, from one fullback to the other. Green hits it inside. Dutton, what's happening? Is it offside? It's offside. Don't sell. I've just got weird deja vu. What is their goalkeeper doing? How has he only conceded one? I don't know the answer to any of these questions, and now they're on the attack. It's the 92nd minute. Bromsgrove are launching the ball in, and we've given away a penalty. We've had 2 goals disallowed for offside, and now I'm looking at Ovendale thinking, mate, do me a miracle. T is going to tee it up for them. It should be a goal for them. Everyone's expecting it, and it is a goal for them. How have we lost this? How have we lost this? 2 goals disallowed for offside. We've committed men forward. We've given away a foul from absolutely nothing. And with 90 seconds left, you have to imagine that's that. I mean, in terms of results this season, this episode's been an absolute disaster class. We've scored 2 goals in 2 games. Who is this team? This is not my rugby. With that result there, Bromsgrove Sporting go to the top of the table. Granted, they have played 2 more games than us, so if we could win those 2 games, we would still go ahead of them. But nevertheless, we're down to 3rd. Coventry Sphinx are up to 4th. They are actually even on points with us all of a sudden. We do have a game in hand over them and Lye Town, but the game against Coventry Sphinx and Lye Town feel rather important. Those 2 games loom in the month of November, and naturally, I think unless the league table changes drastically, we're probably going to have to come back for both of those. I started off this episode talking about if we run away with the league, we'll come back once or twice more this season. Based on what I've seen right here and now, I'm counting my chickens before they've hatched. I'm thinking about making my omelette. I don't really like chickens or chicks. I want chicks. I want omelettes. I'm counting my omelette. The eggs haven't been laid yet. That's what the metaphor should be. I say metaphor. It's literally not a metaphor for anyone who was going to correct me on that. Look, my head's gone. My head's gone. 2 away days, and this is how I end up. It's absolutely tragic. Next episode, Lie Town, Coventry Sphinx. 2 more away days, though, so it could be fun. If you have enjoyed yourself watching me suffer today, drop a like on the video. Come back tomorrow. Park to Prem is back. We are in full swing, and I think we're somewhat back at our best. I'll leave that up to you lot. Until next time, take things easy. It's me, Jack. I'll talk to you all in a bit. I'm out.